Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today, this vlog, hopefully it actually gets made and put up. We'll see what happens. It's been an eventful day. We're in Colorado, we're on vacation, and it has been a very long ass day. I'll get into that when we get to the hotel room. But for now, we are at Costco. We're gonna get a freaking rotisserie chicken and some salad because I'm starving. We've been in the airport all day. I'm hungry. So we're gonna get some chicken and then we're gonna find our hotel. Okay, let's talk about what we got at Costco. We got some rotisserie chickens that I'm about to eat with my hands. Instant coffee, egg bites for breakfast. They also have like a continental breakfast here, so I'll add what I can from there. String cheese for snacking. And we got a couple salad kits. I didn't bring everything in. Some of it's still downstairs in the car. We also bought some creatine. We bought a whole box of these little protein shakes. So, right now it's time to destroy the chicken. Alright, we are back. We went to the grocery store, picked up some rice cakes, some peanut butter, some eating utensils for like 50 cents and $1. Pretty much everything we're gonna need food wise for the week. So this morning we got up at 2 in the morning to go to the airport, and then we get there and our flight is delayed by 45 minutes, which means we missed our connecting flight. So we got the next available flight, and that was still like 4 hours of sitting in the airport waiting for the flight. And we had anticipated everything foolishly. We'd anticipated everything going off the way it was supposed to, so I didn't have any food. So I'd eaten some breakfast before we got there, but we should have been there by the time it was time for me to have an actual meal in the morning. And we had already made a plan of what we were gonna do when we got here for food, but that didn't happen because we got stuck at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. So we had to make the best choices we could with the food that was available. So it's my first really off plan day food wise, but it's okay. We still made good choices. And then we got here and we went and got some rotisserie chickens, some salads, some egg stuff to make in the morning, and they have breakfast here, so there's eggs and protein available for breakfast. I got my pre-workout meal, which is a rice cake and some peanut butter. We even picked up some creatine and some pre-done protein shakes to take with us. So that's kind of what's going on. Tomorrow we are going to get up in the morning, probably around our normal time. We're going to try and find a gym. It's supposed to be leg day, but we're also doing a bike ride tomorrow. We're doing a mountain bike ride. So I'm probably going to do an upper body workout instead of doing legs. I just feel like that is the thing to do so that I don't die on a mountain bike ride. So I just took a shower. That's why I look like this. But now I'm going to go to bed and I will catch up with you guys in the morning. And we bought instant coffee because they don't give you tons of coffee in the hotel room. So we've got that, and our room has a microwave, so that's perfect. And then these are the rice cakes I got, lightly salted. And I get the Jif no added sugar peanut butter. We have some plain snacks, and then we got some just basic electrolytes since we're gonna be outside doing stuff. So that is kind of what we're working with over here. All right, it is the next morning, up, had breakfast. The hotel had eggs and like some other protein stuff, so I ate that. And we are getting ready to go find a gym. There is at least a Planet Fitness nearby, and I do have a membership there. So we're gonna go there, get a little lift in. I'm doing back and shoulders today instead of glutes because I'm going on a bike ride And even though they're using like the e-bikes and stuff like that, I don't want to be like dying. So that's what we're gonna do. It is also supposed to be very hot today, which is super, you know, fun because we came from Texas where it is also very hot. So let's finish getting dressed. We're gonna go to the gym, and probably can't film there because, you know, it's Planet Fitness. And I don't film in the gym 90% of the time anyway, but I will check in with you when we are done, and I'll see if I can get some footage on the bike ride. So let's go to the gym. Also, fit check. It's Buff Bunny shorts, a Buff Bunny Monarch sports bra. The color is rainwater blue. I don't remember when these shorts came out. I bought them on Poshmark, so I don't know. But I brought outfits that I could wear to the gym and for other outdoor activities because we're going to be outside a lot. So, super cute. We're going to throw a Lululemon top over the top of it, just in case this gym is not sports bra friendly. I did take that into account when I packed. So, to the gym. So we are driving out to Garden of the Gods. This is where our bike trip is. We're stopping at a stoplight. So we are renting some cruiser bikes and we're gonna go bike around in the mountains for like 2 hours. So I'm counting that as my cardio today. So I will check in with you when we get there. I'm gonna try and film this without the people in front of me thinking I'm filming them. So we are here. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna look around. We're a little bit early, but that's okay because we have to be here early to do paperwork anyway because there's always paperwork. So we're gonna go inside. I'm gonna see if I can find a postcard because I buy a postcard on every vacation. Everywhere we go, if you sell one, I'm buying one. So some vacations I've come back with like 6 or 7 postcards, which is great. But I'm gonna go see if I can find a postcard and see if there's anything else I want to buy. Okay, it is Friday the 8th of August, and it is time to go home. It's 3 in the morning. Well, it's 4 in the morning now. We got up at 3:30. So I'm gonna finish eating breakfast, finish packing up the last of my stuff, and then we're gonna head to the airport, and hopefully this time around it's not a huge cluster like it was last time. So we'll see. There's hope. Yesterday we went to the wildlife refuge here, and they were telling us about all the buffalo they had. Do you know how many buffalo we saw? One. Saw a lot of prairie dogs, and we saw the one elk that they had there, but I was promised buffalo and I only saw one. But that's okay. We saw one. It's better than seeing 0. So that was a good time. So today we are just flying, and hopefully this does not take all day. The last one, as I mentioned before, one flight was delayed by 45 minutes, which ended up causing a 3 or 4 hour layover after we had to change flights. I'm having breakfast. So I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to take one of these with me and have that right before we get on the airplane. So that's the plan. So ideally, we will get home at a, just my airline texting me. Ideally, we'll get home at a decent hour and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna finish eating and then we'll go to the airport. So right now I'm eating some of those egg bites that we got, the sous vide ones from Costco, and this is the ones with bacon and Gouda, and these things are really good. They actually end up tasting almost more like a dumpling than eggs, but they're a 10 out of 10, and I'm gonna go home and make my own version of these so that I have super easy breakfast when I get home. The traveling outfit, some Alpha Elite leggings, this little crop top from Dick's, and I'll go grab it in a second, but I've got a sweater that I'm going to throw over it because the airport's cold. Here's the sweater. This is a Better Bodies cropped sweater. The color is Timber, and I only remember it because it was such a unique name for a brown sweater. But I bought this at the Labrada, which we went to right before we came here, so I love it. Here's the fit. Super comfy, easy to, like, if you do have to take your shoes off, which I think you don't have to anymore. So this is what we're wearing to the airport. So I forgot to mention, I went, I don't remember what day it was like Wednesday or something. I went and I got another tattoo. I got the little cowl to go with my ghostie. So we got this cute little girl with her bow and her balloon, and it was super fun, and I had a great time. I will link the studio's Instagram down in the description, but it was super easy. The staff were really nice. I had a great conversation with the guy who's doing the tattoo. It was super fun. So 10 out of 10 would recommend the studio. Like I said, I'll drop their Instagram down below. So if you're ever in Denver, Colorado, you can check them out. All right, we've been home a few days. Hold on, let me move this just a little bit. We've been home a few days, and I thought I would kind of give you an update. I think I left off, I'm editing my vlog here, talking about I hope the airlines get their crap together and that getting home is easier than getting out there. So that didn't happen. Our flight was delayed and delayed and delayed. So first there was a mechanical issue on the second flight. So from Denver to Dallas Fort Worth was okay, and then getting from Fort Worth home was the issue. So our first plane had some mechanical issue and we just couldn't get on it, and then we had to wait like 3 hours, and they were trying to find another plane, and I was mad and I was hungry and I was not having a good time of it. It was not a good time. I will probably never fly with United again. Every time I've ever flown with them, it's been a huge issue. So it was difficult and it took forever to get home. And then I went to the gym when I got home because I was mad and I needed to get some energy out. So that's kind of the wrap up of it. So we spent a majority of our time out at Garden of the Gods, doing a lot of hiking. We took the e-bike tour, as you saw, and then we went back another day and just hiked on our own, just kind of looking around and climbing on the rocks that they would allow you to climb on. And our last day, we went to the Rocky Mountain Arsenal Wildlife Refuge or whatever it's called. If I can find it, I'll put it in somewhere. And we drove around and looked for the buffalo, which there was one of all the thousands they said they had, or something like that. We did see a lot of prairie dogs, like a lot of prairie dogs. So that was kind of fun. And they have one elk that we saw, and I mentioned that earlier. It's kind of hard to remember what I've touched on and what I haven't. It's been a couple days since I filmed anything. When I got my tattoo, but getting home was really the biggest update. So it was not better. It was incredibly frustrating, and things I've learned, like no matter what, if you're going to fly when you're on a very specific diet, just bring food. Don't, like, I should never have assumed that my flights would be on time, but I feel like I couldn't have predicted the insanity that actually happened. So my hair is just crazy, just ignore it. So I think that's pretty much it. If I think of anything, I'll insert another clip, but I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel. I love having you here, and I will see you in my next video.